Welcome to our fourth episode of Atypical Air, where we take a non-stop journey to defunct airlines and unusual aircraft. Today's episode is about the once grand Vegas Air. We will talk about its rise and fall, along with what made it unique. All that and more today on Atypical Air. And now, a word from our sponsor. This program is sponsored by Air Aviation, your non-stop flight to news and commentary in the world of aerospace, travel, and astronomy. Be sure to like and subscribe to Air Aviation on YouTube for more programming such as this one. And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. In the year of 1971 in Las Vegas, Nevada, Sid Petty started a company referred to as Air Vegas. The airline provided air tours and charter service to the Grand Canyon from various airports in the Las Vegas area. Its biggest competitors were Scenic and Lang Air, which eventually became Vision Airlines. The original fleet consisted of two Cessna 207s, a Cessna 337 Skymaster, and a Beechcraft A-36 Bonanza. By 1975, the fleet increased to 5, 2 twin-engine and 3 single-engine planes. By 1997, the fleet had grown to 20 planes. In the 1980s, the airline flew tours along the old tour route using Cessna 402s, and while the owner, Sid Petty, flew a Beech Baron 58 from the Las Vegas Commuter Passenger Terminal. This small building was north of the old Hughes Air Terminals on the west side of McCarran. The early to mid-1980s were the boom years for the Grand Canyon tour business. Unfortunately, in 1986, the Grand Canyon tour business was changed after a tragic crash where Grand Canyon Airlines Twin Otter and a Bell Ranger helicopter collided mid-air. As a result, the FAA began research on how it might reduce any future mid-air collisions over the Grand Canyon. The result was the SFAR 50 regulatory environment that now governs Grand Canyon flight operations. Air Vegas and all of the tour operators eventually formed a Tour Operators Alliance to overcome the challenges of excessive regulations in the Grand Canyon tour business by the federal government. In the 1990s, the company made the decision to start using the faster Beechcraft C-99 airliners. Originally, Air Vegas operated under Part 135 as an air taxi operator. Eventually, the FAA required the company to change to the more restrictive Part 121 airline rules. This was done to add an additional measure of safety to flight operations. In 1993, the airline flew about 55,000 tourists on their Grand Canyon sightseeing route, 99% of whom were foreign visitors. In the early 2000s, the company left its Henderson base and moved to the North Las Vegas airport. The company continued to use the Beech 99 aircraft until September 30th, 2004, when the airline ceased operations after the death of its founder and owner, Sid Petty. Rankings published in 1991 and 1994 placed the airline in the top 50 regional commuter airlines in the United States by passenger enplanements. In spite of the operations being no more, Air Vegas revealed how much opportunity lies in the smallest and most esoteric of markets in the world.